Hi everyone, it's Cherry Enchantress. I'm here with your weekly reading and love message from your person. A little bit late, I know, but I decided to do this anyway. Better late than never. And I decided to do a pick a deck, which I'm going to do a channeled message for you. So kind of simple, but just sort of letting the tarot speak. And so I have 4 very unique tarots here, and I'm going to let you kind of choose by art style. So in pile number 1, we have the Starchild tarot, which has a very ethereal, starseed, cosmic energy. The messages I get from this deck can be quite deep and just far-reaching, kind of different. And the artwork here is more of a surreal. It's based on reality, but it takes it a step beyond to a sort of surreal feeling, like things that seem familiar and realistic are taken to a kind of a dreamy stage. So that's for pile 1. Pile 2 is the Polaroid Tarot by Queen Sugar. This uses kind of a posterizing style. It's very earthy and comfortable and warm, very like direct and sweet energy that I get from this. So I like it very much. It's a little more simple and straightforward, but has a nice energy to it. The third pile here is the Light Seer's Tarot, which uses realism. So very realistic depicted people in sort of a surrealistic environment sometimes, but there's a sense of reality here, a very strong connection to reality with a lot of surrealistic symbology, or the symbology creates the surreal environment. The Light Seer's Tarot gives me really good messages too. It's also very honest, and it's very optimistic as well. There's a lot of positivity in this deck and a lot of diversity too, which I like a lot. The last deck is an Art Nouveau style. Actually, it's kind of mixed media, but it's also gilded. It has this nice illuminated effect here. This is about it's a style that combines Art Nouveau and Pre-Raphaelite, which is one of my favorites, and also the symbolism, and it has just kind of its own expression. Each one of these are definitely very unique and have their own expression and a part of the art style that they emulate, but definitely a strong energy in a particular art style for each of these. So the Illuminated, the Ethereal Visions Tarot also is surprisingly optimistic, and sometimes I don't know, I get a good energy from it, but it speaks like it's very thoughtful. It won't speak fast, it doesn't give me really quick answers usually when I'm doing like a flipping thing with it, which is kind of different from the other ones. Sometimes I get immediate answers, immediate cards that flip out with the other ones, and Ethereal Visions seems to have a little slower pace, so it's kind of got this very strong Taurus energy in it. I think like a very slow paced energy, a very stubborn energy, but it has very good messages and good meaning, very earthy as well. I do seem to be drawn more to earthy decks. But then there's this, Mama Gaia earthy vibe, and then Papa Sky celestial vibe. The celestial stuff is what I've been getting into a little bit more these days. So you'll be seeing more and more of these surreal decks, the celestial kind of energy, the starseed energy, which is what I'm leaning towards more lately. All right, so those are your choices. You can also choose by number. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can choose by timestamp. You can choose by whichever feels the hottest to you. Okay, I'm going to try that again. sometimes a good way to choose is to close your eyes and see which number just kind of gets really large in your mind. And a lot of times we're attracted to a certain image, but the image not necessarily is what's meant for us. I'm feeling the Polaroid one for me a little bit here. Okay. All right, you guys. Well, take a deep breath in. Close your eyes. Release your breath. Open your eyes and let them be drawn to the deck that's calling you. Let's begin. Here's pile number 1 with the Starchild. Sorry. Starchild tarot. That's how it looks. I guess I was going to show you the backs of each of them, but I thought, I don't know. I just wanted to show you an image. All right, let's get centered here so I can get you a message. Keeps bending one way, so I'm just bending it the other way. Okay. This is from your person. I feel an amazing connection with you. It's almost as if we're doing the same thing at the same time. Almost as if what I do, sometimes like I see it as kind of parallel, mirroring, those kinds of things, parallel life, like a parallel life. And then sometimes it's a little bit like I'll do one thing one day and then I'll see that you've done the same thing or the other way around. Like I feel like we're going through a lot of similar things right now at this very time, at this very stage in our lives. Also, I want to give you so much, and it's not dependent on what you give me. I want to give you everything. So much, so much. I just wish there was a way. Right now, I'm still not sure. But I do want to give you so much. And I see you. I see you as this beautiful, evolved, amazing person who I am telepathically connected with, and there is so much that's unspoken between us, but it's, and in a sense, there's the words in the silence. It's not like I'm purposely not speaking to you. I'm speaking to you in a special way. And I think you know it, and I feel that you know it. I hear you, I see you. I also know that you intuitively hold things close to your heart, as if you understand me and understand my needs and desires, and I understand yours as well. I don't want to be selfish in this. I want you to be fulfilled. I want us to be fulfilled. I want us to go to that next level. I admire you. I want to be on your level. I think you're beautiful and amazing, intelligent, intuitive, kind, very inspired by you. I have a dream. I have such an amazing dream for us, for our future. I see. I dream in sacred geometry sometimes. It's almost like we're this amazing puzzle. We're pieces of this amazing universal puzzle in a matrix. And the Akashic. I mean, you've opened my eyes to so many new concepts and thoughts and ideas. I'm really getting into these things now. And when I dream of our future, I don't think of just the basic stuff like marriage and babies in a house, which I totally would love with you, is of course, but I think of us in a bigger way, like really far reaching, like really touching humanity, changing the world through our connectivity with the cosmos and all beings and on this planet and out there. We can do amazing, great things. I've also, by the way, been getting into crystal work too. Yeah, I'm finding ways to heal through crystals, and I see you doing similar things, and I think that's really amazing and awesome. And like I said, you inspire me, and I see this grand future for us. Now, I know that that comes off across a little bit spiritual and ethereal and far and esoteric, but to be honest, I have my basic needs and desires and wants too. And if I don't tell you how much I think you're hot, I want you physically as well. I want us to have that, sensual connection as well. Then I'm telling you right now, I do. I really do. I want us to feel each other. I want to touch you. I want to savor you. I want to get to know all those parts of you, not just in your mind and in your soul and in your heart, but all the beautiful places on your body as well. I just want to really get to know you inside and out, and I want to express myself to you and all these feelings I have for you. I have so much enthusiasm too for us. I just know we're gonna do amazing things together and feel amazing things with each other. So, I just also want you to know that you can count on me. Oh my God, that silly song is playing in my head. But honestly, it's like a number. It's like a game in a sense. It's not so much a game, but it's like it's like math. That's what it's like. It's like counting on me and then counting on me. I feel like you can add things up. I feel like there's those signs that you get all the time, those angel numbers, they mean something, So trust those signs when it comes to wondering about me and what I'm thinking and feeling and where I am. Know that we're going through a lot of similar things. Know that you can count on me. Know that I am committed to you. If it may not appear that way on the outside, in my heart, it's 100% committed to you. So we'll get there. We're going somewhere together. And I have to take my time about it because it's just my style, just to be very certain and sure, not about you, but about myself. Like I want to know that I'm completely ready for you and prepared and strong and the man that you want me to be or the woman you want me to be. I want you to be the person you want me to be. And it's not just about what you want, it's about what I want. It's about what the universe wants. It's about what's my destiny. It's about my potential, being at my fullest. And I know we may never reach perfection in that word, but I want to be at the best, at my best for you. And that might take a little while. And I just feel like you don't deserve anything less than my best self. So, that being said, thinking about you. Okay, I'm gonna pull some charms to go with it. What else is this person thinking? Definitely feel masculine energy, but it could be male or female. I think the number 7 kind of stands out here. So he's talking about, or she's talking about angel numbers. So look for 7777, and that usually means you're on the right track, right path. We have Ariel, speak your mind, and I just watched this really kind of upsetting documentary, but what I got out of it, here's my takeaway, is this young woman was brave enough to speak her voice, you know, and what little she had of her own vocabulary, she used it to the best of her ability and really connected and communicated, you know, her desires. And I feel like any of you can do that. No matter where you are in your life and what's going on in your life, speak up and speak out for yourself. We have the thimble, which represents protection. You are protected. There's not a lot of not so nice people out there that don't protect you or won't protect you, but there are 100 times more good people out there that will protect you. And then you always have this protection over you by spirit, by angels. That I know there's times where it doesn't feel like it, but trust the process, trust in and have faith in that love and that guidance, and keep seeing that around you. See that protective energy around you. You have Saxon, so this could be nice, big, strong, maybe European type masculine. It could represent a band of some sort, like a rock band or a boy band. I often see, like, you know, boy band sometimes in this pin. It could represent lots of things, so take it for what it means to you. And then we have New Bohemians. And by the way, Edie Brickell and the New Bohemians had really nice songs, so there could be one of those songs that really resonate with you. But when I see this, I kind of get this sense of something new coming and a little wild, like going outside the comfort zone, stepping outside boundaries, and just like really being brave, you know, being a little brave. All right, okay, I'm going to move on to the next. Okay, next is the Emperor the Polaroid Tarot. Such a cool deck from Queen Sugar. I haven't used it enough, and I really want to get to use it a little bit more. I did use it one night on a live, and it just really lit up the night. It really spoke well. Okay, let's get focused on whoever wants to come out and talk to you. Your person. Okay. Figures. Well, speaking of figures, you have a really lovely figure. And I'm very lusting over you right now, and I can't wait to have that special evening with you where we take it all night long and I give you breakfast in the morning. I really want to experience you sensually from head to toe and make all your fantasies come true, and all those desires that you've been dreaming of and thinking of. I want to explore them and find all the ways to make you feel good. And I promise to balance it, but I don't even know if I'll be able to. I feel like so excited for you all the time. I feel, speaking of feelings, yes, I'm feeling so in love with you, so crazy about you. I don't even know how. It's like, it's all in that lower part of my body first, and these like fire below for you, and then this light that hits my chest. When I see you, when I'm near you, when I'm connected with you, I feel like I'm about to burst, almost like cry when I see you, because you so amazing to me. I don't even know what to say about it. I know this is supposed to be channeled, but I just don't know what to say. But I tell you what, I love you so much. I feel like there's just not words that can describe my love for you, but you're beautiful, amazing, beautiful inside and out. You know, there's that kind of beauty that it's kind of hard to describe, because it's like a light that shines even brighter than the beautiful light in your eyes. I don't know, my heart pumps so hard for you. I want so much for us. I feel like this is the beginning of a new future for us. Like, I have so much hope for things to come. Did I tell you how much I wanted to go to bed with you? Like, we're gonna try to keep this PG, but I'm telling you what, I just want to explore every part of you. I want you to feel the feelings that I'm feeling. Like, I hope you feel the same way, but I kind of get an idea that you do. And I just want our bodies to connect. I kind of don't even want to ever let you go. And I don't want to freak you out or scare you about that. But if I haven't said that enough, maybe that's why I haven't said that, because I'm scared. I don't want to freak you out. But honestly, you turn me on so much. I don't even know. And it's not just, like, it's not just my sensual, passionate energy for you. It's this feeling that, like, this excitement, like, how I was saying, it's just like a lot in the lower part of my body. And you would call it the root chakra, or this, what is it, the sacral chakra, something like that. Something in the lower part of my body where it's like a fire. It's the heat, it's the creativity, it's the passion. I feel like you are so creative, and you inspire creativity in me as well. Like, just want to do just your influence on me has made me want to just, like, really be my authentic self, like, really true, my truth. And I just really have been enjoying expressing that truth more and more every day. So I guess you can tell that sometimes I get a little tongue-tied. I get a little wrapped up in certain energies, and I don't even know how to find that path so I could be direct with you. I feel like that's what's kind of holding me back a little bit, even though my passion is there. The desires are all there. My love for you is so there. There is this kind of, I'm like, what do people call me? It's not so much absent-minded. It's kind of like, maybe I'm just too much of a multitasker, but I have a focus trouble or something like that. I'm just kind of all over the place sometimes, and I know I need to get a little bit more direction and directed towards you, but I feel the enlightenment coming. I feel this energy coming from the base to my head. You see what I'm saying? Like, maybe if I hung upside down, the energy would flow from my bottom chakras to my crown chakras, and then I could finally figure out where to go next. But yeah, I'm getting there. Trust me. And you are already there, obviously. You know what that crown chakra is all about and how to tap into it. And I hear you all the time with your messages and your yeah. Well, it's a lot me looking at you and seeing you and hearing you, and a lot of me just not even having to talk to you and hearing you in my head. And those are those moments where I know my crown chakra does work like the other chakras, and I can hear you, and my telepathy with you is working. And yet, it's kind of like a shortwave radio station. It's like in and out, in and out. But it's there. It's working. It's growing. I'm working on it. But I see you're really pulling me in that direction to better myself. And I'm getting better every day because of your amazing influence on me and my life. Yeah, I feel a balance finally coming through me. And I'm ready to take that first step into the unknown with you. I'm ready to take this journey. I feel like we've been on a journey already quite a bit, but there feels like a new beginning happening. There also feels like I'm not as afraid as I was before. Like I have this kind of confidence, and it feels like, you know, when some people judge you and say that kind of confidence is foolish. Well, I think of it differently now. I used to think of it as being foolish. Now I'm thinking of it as, nope, I'm not a fool. I'm a fool. I'm a fool for love. I'm full of faith. I'm ready to do this. I'm ready to walk this path. Even though I've already been walking it. It's almost like I've been walking it and didn't realize I was walking it. Now I have more of an awareness about it. You've helped me be aware of my path, and I thank you so much. All right, so let's see what the charms have to say. That's a lot of charms. Well, it looks like you both have this red thread where you can never be broken. You're always connected. Oh yeah, and the two hearts. You're never apart. You're always connected. So twin flames, your soulmates. You'll never be separated. You're always connected. There is some kind of celebration coming through. And then the Ace of Cups, this reiterates the fact that he's so crazy about you, or she's so crazy about you. Other things could be happening for your future. Things like building a home together, moving in together, that next phase of stability and comfort, or maybe a meeting and a little getaway. You have cool, good, fearless. I feel like there's going to be some more. The Fool is about being brave and taking those fearless steps forward. But the sun is shining on everything, so there's going to be success in these endeavors. There is leaf here, which represents health and signs from the universe. And the fleur-de-lis could represent French things. You have a lot of music. You have the star. You have, see, the moon. The high priestess is connected to the moon, and the moon's about esoteric mysteries. I don't know why I said that, but it's about the unknown, and sometimes it can be scary, but this is about knowing that there is this unknown out there and ready to face it. The moons represents mysteries, but also represents dream world and psychic connection. And we have Saint Francis of Assisi. Oh, the patron saint of animals. So you could be having a connection with animals And that you have the key to transformation, and you have the letter Q, and somebody special here, somebody very special. All right, well, I hope you like that. I'm going to move on to the next. Okay, and here's pile number 3 with the Light Seers Tarot. Let's give it a good shuffle. Light Seers Tarot is just, it's a really nice tarot. It's very easy. This is one where I refer to the book a lot because the author has a good way of saying things. A really great way of saying things. So I hope I can get that same energy. Let's see, let's shuffle a little. Okay. I think I need a drink of water. Ooh, my Queen of Wands. Your enthusiasm is infectious. It's just, you have such a joie de vivre. I don't even know how to express myself when it comes to describing your essence, your aura, your style. You are so amazing to me. You have a light. Your smile lights up a room. It lights up every picture I ever look at you, lights up every video I watch of you. That smile just blows me away. And you have magic, you know? You're very magical. You're smart. You're funny. You have style, like your fashion is so awesome. And it's not just the physical things, though. You know, really, the physical things, your style and your dress and your beauty and your smile wouldn't mean a thing if you didn't have this amazing soul that lights you up and makes me so drawn to you and so attracted to you. You all really, you are awesome. You're really an inspiration. You're the meaning in my life. And before I met you, my life was sort of blah. Like there's something missing. There felt like something kind of dead inside. Like I feel like after meeting you, I feel awakened. I feel reborn. It's that song. Woman, don't you know, with you I'm born again. I was half, not whole. It's now that you're in my life, it feels like the world seems exciting again. The world has meaning. The world is full of potential. My life is just plain different. And that old me is dead and gone. I want you to know that, like, there could be some residual things about me that are lingering that I don't like about myself, and maybe you don't like about me, but I'm releasing these things. I'm releasing all of this negativity and darkness and anything that was left over from the old me, because I'm a new me now. And you are my inspiration to keep going there, to keep finding myself, to being the best person I could be. And I feel there is this balance happening. I don't want to forget the dark entirely because it taught me so much, you know, taught me a lot. I also realized recently that I have a mission, I think it might be a shared mission with you, about transmuting the darkness into light. So there's this feeling that there is a dark and a light going on at the same time. The light shines really bright though, especially against the darkness. The darkness is there for the light, and at the same time I'm turning the darkness into light. I feel like I've lived a lot of in the darkness, and that was sometimes my choice. But it's not that I have had to work harder than you to transmute it, because even people of the light might have a trouble reaching the darkness, really fully grabbing onto it. And I know it must be a scary place for you to go into the dark and then transmute it when you're happy and comfortable in the light. I think that's what this means. There's a mirroring thing happening for us too. I feel like I see you seeing me. I see us as a balance together, like in the same linear position, and full and complete and soon to become one. I just sense that. So there's things in my life now where I was maybe a little bit afraid to ask for more, because I felt like everything in my life was going fine as it was. But I wasn't, like I said, I was still in the dark. I was still asleep. I was still dead inside. And now that you're in my life, I feel like I'm awakened and I'm ready for that more that I've secretly been asking for. The universe heard me, but I was afraid to really express out loud or admit to myself. And now that that's on its way, some certain changes have to happen in my life. Like, I feel like it could be legal things, it could be court things. Anyway, I sense a win for my favor, for your favor, for our favor. I really, really want to focus on justice for all of us, everyone, just you and me, but the whole world. I want that kind of sense of everyone will get what's right and what's meant for them. And I want us to be happy, not at the expense of other people's happiness. And I feel that happening. I feel that's about to happen, that everyone's going to be okay. I keep focusing on that everyone will be okay. And then I go and I go into these like little fears, like, will I find resistance within myself, with other people, when it comes to everybody being okay with my decisions, my newfound choices, my new direction, my new path? Is everybody going to be okay with that? I don't know. I'm projecting a little bit into the future and seeing a fight on my hands. But I'm trying not to see it that way, although I keep seeing this vision of people being angry with me, or people resisting, or people trying to challenge my choices or decisions. And so there's two things I gotta do. Like, one, not think of it that way. And the other thing I gotta think of is, how am I gonna face them? How do I convince them? Do I need to convince them? Does it matter? But I feel like there's a part of me that feels like it does matter. Like, I care about everybody. It's not so much I care about people's opinions, although there could be still that part of me, but I do care about people's feelings. So that's something I have to keep working on. But you light up my life. Alright, so this is a cool image of how I'm feeling, because I see us as, I see there's undeniable truth and honesty between us that can't be, I can't hide, you can't hide. We just always know each other beyond words, beyond anything. Like, we really know each other. it's weird, strange. It's the telepathy, but beyond telepathy, there's a connection, and it's just, it's like seeing past all my layers to the truth of the matter. The other thing I see here is we've been in cycles together, and I feel like our cycles, some things are repeated, but other things are integrated. So like I'm getting this sense, and I sense it from you too, like I sense that you catch yourself and realize, oh yeah, I've done this already, I've been here already, and I'm not going to do this again. And I feel the same way. I feel like, okay, I am not going to repeat it the same way I did before. I've learned that lesson. I know that lesson. I'm a new person now. I'm going to show you I'm this new person. I might mess up sometimes, but you've also taught me that messing up is natural and normal, and that's how we learn, right? Like, I'm not going to put myself down for being human and learning things. Anyway, you've taught me a lot. You've taught me so much. And it's not just you, like the things from your voice, from your mouth, but your way of inspiring me to look into things, to be more self-aware, those things. And because of that, I feel even more connected with you than I ever did before, because of this authenticity you're helping me to get connected to. I really appreciate that. Oh, I got something for you. Like, I just wish I could give you a lot of presents and gifts all the time, but I do get little things here and there that I want to share with you, so you'll see it soon enough. Also, I'm sorry if sometimes I'm kind of slow to say what's on my mind. As you can tell, I have a lot on my mind. There's a lot of things that I want to say to you. There's just, I get stuck in the how to say it, how to express myself. But just know it's there. And sometimes I might not be able to express it in words, but maybe I'll express it in gifts or tokens or some kind of other form of communication. So be aware of these forms of communication, and please be patient with me and accept them for what they are now, until I can really, really let go of all this stuff. I'm getting there, but it's a process, and you've been so good and sweet and kind and patient all this time. Anyway, I'm just asking for a little bit more. I just got a little bit more to go, and I've got the creativity too. Like, you've given me the creative bug. I feel like I can design things and be artistic like I've never been before, and that feels really nice. I really like that, diving into those things. There's a celebration coming up. You want to go to this party with me? I feel like, something. I almost don't want to tell you everything, because it's like I have something planned in the works, a surprise, something for us, something creative, something joyful, something loving, something where I had to get some help from others to make this come about, but it's gonna happen. You'll see. It's gonna happen. So I hope when the time comes, you will accept my invitation and join me in this surprise. Whatever it is. I can't tell you right now. Oh, my dear, my Queen of Cups, you are the most beautiful, sweet, sensitive, loving soul. You have that passionate fire energy, but I feel like it's your soul that is this love energy, and you're super creative. Like, how you use your talents and abilities, how you see the world, how you do things is so, just awe-inspiring to me, and makes me just want to hug you and hold you and kiss you and touch your beautiful hair and look into your beautiful eyes. and give you all that same love energy that you give to me so much. That beautiful unconditional love that I don't feel like I deserve most of the time, and you just are just willing to give it anyway, and it moves me. It makes me feel very special. Special beyond anything I've ever felt before. And you have like this grace and this tranquility, stillness about you, the way you're connected, the way you love your pets, the way you're such a fairy. You're just so connected to nature and the outdoors too. The way you glow when like a tree is behind you, you know, just something about that just seems so right. Like that's exactly where you belong, among the beauty of nature, with the flowers and the plants and the trees and the animals. Yeah, and you're very creative too. I feel like we are definitely a match made in heaven. And you are definitely my inspiration as well. And I only hope to be your king or your emperor one day. But I'm getting there. I'm getting there. So, okay, let's see what your charms have to say. I'm kind of curious what this next card was. I'm gonna peek. Okay, oh, the star. All right. So no bad cards. Well, the Five of Wands, because that was a struggle. So there you go. That's not too bad. Let's see what the charms have to say. All right, you got the mermaid speaking your mind, singing your voice, singing. You have the red thread too, like this undeniable being bound to each other, no, not being able to separate. You have the bomber, the motorhead. Could be somebody who has cars. You rev their motor up, you know, their engine up. There's this energy and engine and revving and cars and motors and that kind of excitement. You have the airplanes. It could be travel here. You have football. It could be during football season. It could be this person is a football player, or they love football. They like to watch football on TV. You might meet them at a football game, or you might go to a football game with them. You have the snowflakes. So yeah, it could be definitely in the winter. Oh yeah, because you got the snowman, and football season goes all the way to February. So definitely he talked to, or she talked about a meeting. There could be a winter kind of meeting coming up with the snow. And the snowflake also represents one of a kind. No two snowflakes alike, one in a million. There could be a rendezvous in Florida maybe, or this just means maybe somebody is connected to Florida somehow. Very strong spiritual connection here. There's a lot of grace and hope, and something on the 29th. This one is not all who wander are lost. The compass makes me feel like follow your north node, you know, follow your path, the true path, so you won't stray. I feel like you're on the right, and maybe they're on the right path and you're on the right path. But sometimes there's a bit of wandering, honestly, and that's okay too. Wandering is where you learn things. And and that's also to me saying that there is no direct path necessarily. Sometimes your path can veer off a particular course. Don't beat yourself up if you're veering off a course a little bit. And I think this person also is trying to say, don't it's divine time, not the time that you determine, or not the time that they determine. You know, expectations and things like that sometimes get in the way of what actually happens. And sometimes things get detoured and veered off the path, or the path is the detour, you know? So I think it's about keeping an open mind about this path and realizing that it's not going to be a straight line. Okay, so, and then we have, yeah, go with the flow. You'll be happier if you just go with the flow. And then the leaf is, you know, signs from the universe and stuff. And then you have the letter B. And you have the Scrooge. The Scrooge is a great Christmas story. It kind of makes me think of a few things, like the Four of Pentacles, like greedy and holding on to money too tight. Well, don't do that. But the Scrooge is also a lesson learned from past, present, and future, which, you know, if you can change your present if you just focus on it a little bit more and see what things light you up and what things, you know, make you feel bad. And if this, like the Scrooge, you know, he placed material value over love, and he learned his lesson that that was not what made him happy. It wasn't the money that made him happy. What he wanted more than anything was that love back into his life. And so he gets the love back into his life because he found the true value, right? You know, the true meaning of, I guess, of Christmas, of joy, of love, of hope and grace. Anyway, so yeah, I think your person and you, if you're connected like that, are going through those kinds of similar things, like learning the true value of things and not being too focused on external issues and what's been done or what's been told to you, or how this is how everybody's always done it, you know, and this is the way you should do it. That's kind of going out the window for both of you guys here, I think. So there's a certain flexibility that has to step in now and going with the flow. Okay, you guys? Well, I hope you like that. I'm going to move on to the next. Okay, and here's pile number 4 with the Ethereal Visions Tarot. I love this tarot, so pretty. Shuffling very nicely, and I think I'll just leave it at that. Let's see. I always get a little bit nervous about what's going to come next. Okay. I've been dreaming about you, and not just at night, daydreaming, meditating. I've been doing those kind of meditations to connect with your twin flame or whatever we are, but I feel like you're my twin flame. And I'm seeing you in my mind's eye, seeing you in a certain place, like this meadow, and feeling such bliss when I'm there. I want us to be more than 5D, but I do see you there. I see you glowing, beautiful. I've also been taking some time out. Just need to recoup and rest and refocus a little. But it's not anything bad on you. It's just about something I need to do for myself. But just know, no matter where I am, no matter what I'm doing, you're always on my mind. I have my days though. I get anxiety and I get a little depressed. I get this feeling like I'm left out in the cold. I don't want you to feel that way. I hope that my actions don't make you feel left out or excluded. I'm not trying to exclude you. I'm not doing this like on purpose to exclude you. I'm trying to just have certain boundaries. And by doing it, if you feel excluded, then I feel excluded too. You know, I feel this too. Like, I keep forgetting sometimes about the light. I'll go from being completely at peace and full of serenity to feelings of doubt and anxiety again. Try not to go there, but it happens a lot. I have to work on my negativity and my self-talk and things like that. But it's not about you. I mean, it's not anything that you've done. You're fine. You're great. It's about a lot of residual things that keep coming up from my past. So I'm working on this. This is the work. This is what I must work. And also I just don't want anyone to feel left out. I mean, I know I'm not 100% in control of that I also have to let go and let spirit take control, or work with spirit in this sense. But I feel like sometimes I want to take control and I don't trust that spirit's going to take care of it, and so therefore I see it as hopeless instead of full of hope, because I'm not allowing spirit to help me. But yeah, this is something I'm acknowledging in myself, I'm seeing in myself, and therefore I'm working on it. And it's something that I definitely need to leave behind in order to gain what I want. It's not like I love it, although there's sort of this strange comfort in the past, or even in the pain, even in some kind of habit that's not a happy habit or a healthy habit or a healthy lifestyle or healthy people around you. There's sort of this comfort in it, and I know that's called codependency, but this is my next step. I know that that's what I have to do. I have to leave that behind in order to find the new and the right path for me. It just makes me a little sad thinking about it too, because I'm afraid of being cold and hungry. You know, I'm afraid of that metaphorical being poor, being without. And right now I have comfort and joy in small doses, but better than I ever had before. And to leave that behind is a hard choice. But I feel like to reach my fullest potential, get really down to the bottom of things, I need to not be codependent anymore. And yeah, I admit I've taken the easy way out. I've skipped some of the steps. I remember when this all happened to me once before, when I had this self-awareness, and then people were helping me, trying to get to better myself. Like, I was offered the windows of the chapel, and I stepped through, but I wasn't really, I was acting. I was going through the motions and pretending and being fake and making people believe that I was rehabilitating, but I wasn't really 100% rehabilitating. And you think that's why I have to go through this again, because this time it's got to be for real. I can't fake it anymore. I have to really truly face my my demons and really truly go through this healing and not just go through the motions anymore and people believe that I've healed and better myself, while all the while my authenticity, I'm not feeling who I truly am inside. I'm still denying myself. I'm still denying what I really want deep down inside. And I feel like the beginning of this change and this process has to do with my creativity. It's really bringing out this new me, this excitement, this energy, this passion. It's been very healing. Feels like you are my muse in this. Like, I realize that I'm co-creating with spirit or with that higher energy, even my higher self, and with you. Like, you and spirit have been my inspiration and getting connected with my authentic self. And I feel like that's where I am right now, right? Really kind of getting deep into who I am, getting to know myself, seeing you as my inspiration, my muse, my example, and working towards a better place. I'm still very much a multitasker, and sometimes I take on a lot. Honestly, I kind of like taking on a lot or different things. I think I'm pretty good at it. I think I'm pretty good at balancing different aspects of my world, you know? And I enjoy it. To be honest, I enjoy all the different jobs that I have. I'm quite a jack of all trades, Renaissance man, woman, whatever you want to call that. The person, I just feel like I like to try lots of different things. And when things give me joy, I'm able to balance them in my life. So I feel like the things that I'm doing are profitable, and yeah, they bring me joy. Just like balancing my life and my 3D life with my 5D connection with you feels kind of good right now. Even though I'd like to have more of the 3D with you, I feel this balance in the energies right now are healthy for me. I see sometimes, like, I admire mothers who like, especially single mothers who do it all, you know, who take care of their home and who work and do everything and do it beautifully and do it with a smile on their face. And then, you know, I take inspiration from that as well. Well, my twin flame, here we are. I see a celebration in the works for us, and it's not something that I can really talk about too much because it's a surprise. But will you marry me? I'm not gonna say just kidding, because that's truly, like, deep down somewhere, that's how I'm feeling. But it's not what I wanted to say right now. I want to say that in the most special, beautiful, marvelous place and time that's meant for us, that's right for us. When I'm ready, when I know I'm ready for you, when it's the divine time. But I see that future for us. I see a wondrous place I see happily ever after. I see joy, celebration, harmony, satisfaction. I see our souls uniting. I see our completion. I see us feeling better than I've ever felt before in my life. It's almost like I'm afraid of this joy, though. Like almost like I'm not sure I'm worthy enough for it. But there's just things I have to work on still. Like I have to reface some of these old fears and old patterns. I have to not be codependent. I have to see that even though I might leave one thing, that doesn't mean I'll be in the cold. That my future actually is better and brighter than what I already have right now. And I want to give you my love. I have this desire to say all these things to you. So where do I know a good poem. How do I love thee? Let me count the ways. If I knew all the words to the poem, I would say them right now. But you know, it's a depth and breadth. It's something that is so deep that it's so hard to find the words for. But it's part of this soul connection and contract and spiritual place that I didn't really understand at first. I'm starting to really understand it now, that you're my twin flame and my love for you is endless and boundless. And as I love you, I love myself, and it's kind of freaking me out a little bit, but I also feel really good about it. So thank you, sweetheart. Thank you so much for helping me to love myself more. Okay, I think that's it for this one. I'm gonna get some charms. I'm curious though to see what that next card was. Oh, look at y'all. So truth and love, the truth of love. A lot of communication going on soon. Okay, so let's see, what do your charms have to say? All right, we have the number 5 and Mr. Spock. So somebody who's kind of nerdy, maybe could be nerdy on the outside, maybe like really fine on the outside, but like a total nerd on the inside. Like I hate to say this, but I'm really interested in cosplay or whatever. Oh yeah, maybe a Trekkie. You got the letter C, could stand for lots of things. You got Betty Boop driving around in her pink Cadillac. Hollywood, so it could have to do with California or some kind of famous person, or just playing a road trip or something like that. You have world play. You have Virgo energy. Virgo is practical. Ooh, you have the bus. When I see the bus, I think of it's in here because I used to be a bus driver, so it can be like mundane jobs. Sometimes keeping up with a job just simply because it's practical, it's easy, it makes sense. So that kind of is a metaphor for this reading in a sense. Like this person is kind of staying in a certain position because it's been easy and practical, but I think they're starting to see that they need to get out of it. Also, I see celebrations and group activities. Like I sometimes see like these bus casino drives to Bus rides to casinos. You know, like these groups where they're drinking in the bus on the way to Louisiana. It sounds so much fun to me. And in fact, my school bus co-workers used to do stuff like that all the time, and I never did that with them. Anyway, something like that. So you guys comment below what you see. Also, could be for a lot of you if that are parents, you know, having kids get on and off the bus. Maybe you're connected with that somehow. Or maybe you're a bus driver. You have the bird of communication, so good communications coming through here. You have music, and look, you guys, with the Four of Wands and the ring, it's very likely that somebody could be getting married, and in fact, your person proposed to you. So there you go, you're engaged now. I now pronounce you man and wife. No, but seriously, definitely the ring represents leveling up your relationship and commitment. And you have spirit here, a lot of beautiful guidance. I think there is definitely a divine time at hand, and spirit's just being very loving about, you know, helping you be patient with this timing coming through. But it's coming through. You've got the dinosaur, which to me represents like possible age differences between two people. Also, maybe the fact that you've known each other for many lifetimes, you know, just a long time. You have the number 5 with a little angel. A 5 again. So 5, 5. Oh, let me get you something. It's a little hard to read, but this is saying 555 is a symbol of center, harmony, balance. It means order, perfection, and a bridge between the physical and spiritual, which is one of my favorite sub meanings of this number. When I first met my twin flame and I started to realize they were my twin flame, I was seeing 555 a lot, thinking that we have a spiritual connection, but it's going to come into the physical. So that could be what's happening for you. A major life change is imminent. It's a good time to seize new opportunities or promote your business. You will notice a freeing up of your energies. Very nice. All right. And so let's see what else then. You have Grace and bingo. You're winning something. Maybe some just out of the blue win in your favor kind of thing. So really exciting, you guys. Thank you so much for joining me on this reading. If you're interested in subscribing, just please feel free to subscribe, like, comment, join if you want to be a member. I have beautiful members. You can join with them and pick a tier and become either a platinum pixie like Claudia Lane Lupe C, or a golden fairy like Leo Sunchild, or a twin flame like Luisa Silva and Jolene Sutton, or a fool of faither like Anastasia and Sana King and Weird Sister and Mary Joy, or Arrow's Mind Wesley, or Wild Owl Rose, or Blissful, or Wolfie. That one's a popular one. That's a $5, and you get an oracle reading that usually is quite in depth, and so people like that one a lot. The next one on the list is the $199 Sparkles of Light. So that one also gets an monthly oracle reading plus badges, perks, emojis. And we have J.R. Colgan, Divine Goddess, A.A., Kim Calla, Valeska, Chrissy, Jessica Johnson, Mona, Mystic Mountain Dance, Bria, and Shayla. And then my patrons, Melanie, Trini, and Sylvie. And on the Patreon page, you can choose a higher tier if you like to help my artwork and making these amazing decks that I use a lot for these different readings. Yeah. So my kitty just almost fell asleep just in my arms right now. She's like, I need a nap with you. Okay, let's take a nap. You ready? Okay, everybody. Well, faith, trust, and pixie dust.